Miss Penny Lane, thank you for the question. And I do have opinions about NDAs for those working in Latin America under some of the operations with Venezuela and Colombia. If some of you haven't heard, Hegseth came out and said he was going to force Department of Defense officials to sign NDAs who are working on those operations. They already fucking sign NDAs. They already sign NDAs. It's called the 312. Anybody with a clearance signs an NDA that you won't divulge information. Like this just next level bullshit that they try to throw out to stir people up. They'll find any fucking crack they can to wedge something in there and make people, try to lose their shit. And there's a retired Lieutenant General Mark Hertling. He was commander of Army Europe in 7th Army, I believe. But he put out a great article as well talking about this. And it's an insult. It's an insult. Like these people who take the oath and go in and already sign NDAs for classified information, you're just giving them another piece of paper to sign. It's an insult. Like they weren't going to, obey the law and hold up to their oath in the first place. And oh, by the way, this NDA doesn't supersede anything like laws and the UCMJ, the Uniform Code of Military Justice. It doesn't supersede any of that shit. It doesn't supersede your oath. So it's basically just something that's thrown out where they're like, hey, and make sure, you don't divulge classified information, because they're obviously worried they're going to do dumb shit. They're worried about it, but people already signed that stuff. So this is just an insult and kind of a slap in the face. Like they weren't going to obey the law in the first place. And that doesn't mean if they start to cross the line or they're getting close to cross the line, like there may be some leaks out there. Whistleblowers, it doesn't supersede whistleblower protections. NDAs are supposed to have whistleblower protections in them. The NDAs that the military signs and Department of Defense sign, they have whistleblower protections in there. It doesn't supersede that either. So this is just this little fucking game. And this administration is full of games. This entire Republican Party is full of games. It's mind games. It's paper games. It's all of these things to make people think and, in the wrong direction, make people fear, make people wary of stuff that they don't need to, worry about. And I'm not saying we don't call them out on this bullshit like every friggin' time, right? Because it's a waste and it's an insult. But it's games, and it's so stupid. It's so stupid. But that's what we're used to. That's what we're used to. They're treating military members and those who work in the military, contractors, government employees alike, they're treating them like fools and they're like toys, and they're treating them like shit. And this is another sign of that. This is why Hegseth is a running meme. This is why he doesn't have any respect. This is why Trump doesn't have respect. They go find a couple people to stand behind him for, a semi-rally or trying to hold a rally, and for the troops, they find 10 white pro-Trump guys in a crowd and put them behind there and tell them to smile and cheer, while the rest of the crowd, if you've seen it, a lot of these military points, the rest of the crowd is like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, why are you there? So this is just another game. I'll get off on a tangent. This is just another game. Please be aware of that. Read that article by Mark Hertling if you can as well, General Hertling. That's really good, spelling it out. But again, games.